Jai Shri Ram. In this video, I am going to review this book, Fundamentals of Astrology by M. Ramakrishna Bhatt, and I'm going to show you the contents. So, let's start. So, I saw Deepanshu Giri suggesting this video, that is why I bought it. And at first, I didn't like it, but gradually I realized that this is really very comprehensive book with lots of content. So I bought it for around like its MRP is $395. So I guess I bought it for like $350, or you may check. So let's see what are the contents. First is general principles. In this chapter we will read about signs, hora, drishka, navamsha, so important divisional charts, and characteristics of rashis are there. Second is planets characteristics, exaltation, debilitation, mool, trikona, different avasthas of planets are there. So all the characteristics like age of planet, metals metals associated with planets, states, rays, etc. Lagna in other houses, how to cast a horoscope, calculating positions of Gulika and Mandi, then planetary strength, which is also called Shadbal. Shadbal is there, and different kinds of strength of planets. Then moon states and constellations, then rectification of birth time, span of life, Balarist, Yogarist, basically the longevity aspect of life. Then Rashi effects. Okay. On Bhavas, conception and birth. Udu Dasha, theory of karma and reincarnation. Then so many yogas are there. Then Raj yogas. Then Ishu, purpose of marriage, conditions for birth of good children, adoption, etc. Matrimony, number of wives, time of marriage. So everything about marriage is there. Female horoscopy, like nature of husband, widowhood, etc. Husband's longevity. Then diseases, so many kinds of health issues are mentioned here. Then description of decanates, death, house of death, Aries and other signs as 8th house, causes of death, profession. So many professions are mentioned here. Transits, Gochar explained, importance of the moon, planets, favorable and unfavorable places in transit. Then Ashtavarga, benefic and malefic dots of planets, which are called Bindu in Hindi. Method of fixing benefic dots. Ashtavarga of 7 planets. Samudya Ashtavarga. Okay, Sarvashtavarga. So finally, appendix, what is Panchang. So these were the contents. So we can say that extensive topics are included in this, are covered in this book. For example, let's open a random page and let's read it. So okay, this is the table. I think it's about death, like how the person will die. So if the 22, like, which is called Baisva Dreshkan, which falls in the 8th house from the ascendant, is called Khar. This has great influence on a person's death. For example, if it is first decanate, If it is falling in the first decade of Aries, then the person will die of snake bite, bile, or because of water. So I have checked it in few charts and really found it working. Now let's open another random page. Okay, so infant mortality, I don't know why today is this page related to death is opening. Well, I'm giving below some more yogas for infant mortality, which is called Balarist in Hindi. So if Venus is weak and is in a house other than Kendra or Kon, if the Lord of the Ascendant and Jupiter are afflicted by a malefic aspect, if Saturn is in the Amsha of the Lagna, then and if he has aspect of Ketu, the child will die within a year. So when we talk about longevity in or death yogas in infancy, that is called Balarist, because Bal is Bacha and Arist is happening something really bad. Okay, let's open another random page. Hope it's not about death again. Well, the last is a man with a beard and golden complexion seated on worthy chair. What is it talking about? Let us check. Description of decanates. Okay, interesting. They're talking about this seems some story. Oh, span of life. Even though Mars may be in the 8th and Sun in the 1st, one may live for 100 years provided Jupiter is in Kendra. Okay, interesting. One more thing that I saw is in this book is that there are only South Indian charts. So if you can't read South Indian, you must learn to read South Indian chart. I have also uploaded a video on South Indian chart. These are quite easy once you get used to it. Okay, so this is about nakshatras. Effects of stars like Ashwini. One born under this star becomes learned, resolute, clever, engaged in his own dharma. Let's take another, for example, Shadbhishak. Voluble, deceitful, in servitude, without sons and brothers, rich, fickle-minded, misery, engaged in playing tricks and destroyer of enemies. So this is a little about constellation, which is called nakshatra in Hindi. So I found this book really useful. Like if you don't have time to read, so many classics are there. If you don't have time to read them, you can simply check out this book, and you'll find it really helpful. Actually, I found it helpful. Let's read something else. Effects of planets occupying exaltation, own, friendly, etc. houses. For example, exaltation. The subject is likely to become a big landlord of king, receiving homage from kings and being possessed of immense wealth. They are saying that if a planet is in exaltation, these effects can be seen. He will be endowed with excellent virtues, victorious everywhere, famous, charitable, courageous, clever, and diplomatic. So these seems really very unpractical, and one might say ki it can't be applied to everybody. I agree, but there are really many things that are very practical, because there are many things taken from classics. So like characteristics of rashis and planets, you'll find them in this book. So that is really helpful in Prashna astrology. So the conclusion is that one must go for it if you want to just read so many things in just one book. And it is not only for beginners in astrology but as well as advanced learners also. So hope you like this review. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so I can't put my time to edit this video, but well, I hope it was useful to you guys. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Jyotish. Fundamentals of Astrology by Ram Krishna Bhatt.